Bell does. It's exactly what Taco Bell does.
The fuck did I just walk into?
The story
you
of
walked
That's
into
why
the-
you're banned from Taco Bell? Why are you banned from Taco Bell?
I just told the story. Did you not hear it?
It's a
No,
long
I
story.
literally
It's
just got here.
such a long story.
I want to know.
Well, we'll save it for next time.
So we'll save that for next time. Next time you guys should show up early.
Holy shit. Everyone was here early. We just didn't start yet. Holy shit. That was like I've never been so thrown off from like about to starting the podcast until this very moment. Like that was like next I don't even know if this was planned and you guys were like, "Oh yeah, we're going to just say the most random shit and see how like thrown off we get Kenny." Or like just a clickbait opening.
Yeah,
Whatever.
maybe both. Maybe we were just
Could be both. Who
picking
knows?
random things to say until we stopped hearing the music on the stream.
Oh, it just hurts. All right. So that aside, I guess someday we'll learn why Commander Cluck Cluck, Marky Mark, is not allowed in a Taco Bell. So, I don't know.
What do you know, though, Kenny?
I
What do
don't.
you know?
I know that with the power of friendship... No. Okay. All right. All right, so we're here to talk about anime and video games and all that good shit. We are the Black and Yellow Otaku Gamers, and this is our podcast, the BAYOG podcast. We're here every week on Wednesday on Twitch, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Sometimes we're late. Majority of the time we're late, I'll be honest. And then usually we have it upload on YouTube and everything else on Friday. So, yeah. We're here to talk about this upcoming season, which is the spring 2018 anime season. Hype. It's lit. I dab,
Yes.
but I told myself to stop doing that. So I'm not going to dab. But man,
That's
if
what
I was
you're
dabbing, just dab so hard on them. All right, I'm going to stop. So, yeah, I'm your host, Blacktron, or just Black. Wakanda forever.
I wasn't looking at the screen. I'm hoping to God you did at the same time I did.
Holy shit.
Nope, you
Almost.
didn't. I look like an
All
asshole.
right, I'm back.
There we go.
I feel like I had a stroke. Like it just kind of happened. I don't know. And next to me is Commander Cluck Cluck. Nick
What's up?
is not Commander Cluck Cluck.
I was like, wait, what am I?
It's Marky Mark. Sorry. It's because I was like preemptively ready to call Nick Nickelodeon. So I was like really ready. Like I was jumping the gun. So sorry about that. But yes, Mark, he's better than Nick, so don't ever let me say that again. So Nick, Nickelodeon, Rakutsu.
Yeah.
Nickelodeon's short for Nick. Let's remember that. It's not the other way around.
Never forgetty.
Yeah. So we're gonna talk about anime and shit, and this season just seems to be stuffed with season like sequels. I don't know what else you would say about this season. Like just from a quick overview of the whole list, that's the first thing that comes to mind. It's either like sequels or adaptations to like video games, and it seems like maybe remakes. I don't know. Oh, and
Dinosaurs
spin-offs.
too.
It is.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of sequels. I'm not gonna lie, and spin-offs. Yeah, we were looking at it last year, and I was actually just kind of reviewing some of our old stuff because I like to hate how we sound and the stupid things we talk about. And
All right.
never forget, we actually used to have hope for Big Order.
Oh
Never
We talked
forget.
about last year. We talked about last year being genuinely like the year of sequels. This season is just fucking crazy. Yeah, Kirito, he's back.
Is he actually going to be in this?
I think
don't-
they're gonna make throwback. I don't think he's the main character. I think they are gonna have cameos.
Okay.
I don't think he should. I don't think this should be related whatsoever. That's my approach, especially since it's called Sword Art Online Alternative Gun Gale Online.
Yeah,
So it makes me
yeah,
think
that's
it's
why
not related.
it's
Yeah,
a
Kenny,
it's
I
a
think you're
spin-off.
triggering chat right now.
Huh?
I think you're triggering
Yeah,
a specific someone in
triggering
chat
chat,
right now.
yeah.
I'm not trying to trigger anyone. All right. All right. There's nothing wrong with anything Sword Art related. I swear, I'm not gonna flame anyone in the Sword Art series. Can we move on?
All right. We jumped like an entire
All
row.
right, back to the top of the list. Back to the top of the list.
All right. So before we talk about what's on this list, I wanted to ask you guys, when you think of sequels, like what's the first thing that comes to mind? Because with me, I started to think how us as sponges for content, like we have been burned so many times by sequels, or we've been like introduced to some amazing sequels. Like the trailer for Infinity Wars came out not too long ago, and everyone was like pumped about it. But that's like the good example of like a sequel. Give me that good feeling. But like when I just say sequel to you, not like in what context or what like thing, like what's the first thing that comes to mind? Like, do you think like, I don't know if it's gonna be as good as the first? Like,
Yep.
Prequel memes.
Because
That alone terrifies me.
when I hear sequel, first thing that comes to mind is Matrix Reloaded.
oh
Ah,
shit,
yeah.
it tried really hard.
It's
It
a constant
tried
reminder
really
of
hard.
sequel will never be better than the
Ooh.
original. Yeah, it did
Yeah.
try. It did try. It just didn't succeed.
It
as
just
well.
It was not good.
Yeah, so that's always like
Uh,
the first thought, I think. Like what Mark just said, it's
Yeah.
you never know if it will come close or like be as good or just like completely shit on it. Like
No, I agree.
imagine anyone thinking back to the Star Wars, the next trilogy, the whole Anakin.
The prequel stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that have been burned, and they will never forget that. They will dream of nightmares of Jar Jar Binks for the rest of their life.
I love the for any of you watching after this, or hell, even like concurrently, watch the Natalie's Rap 2.0. It's Natalie Portman doing an SNL
Oh
rap.
yes.
It is the greatest shit because it's like, have you seen the new Star Wars films? They're pretty good. They're much better than the. What did you say? Say something about the motherfucking Pringles, bitch. It's just the greatest shit ever because it's Natalie Portman and she's like just this beautiful, wonderful woman, and it's great just seeing her so angry. It's amazing.
It's kind of funny because they like somebody on Twitter recently was just like talking about how iconic her look was in those movies.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like, oh yeah, Padme was like the most iconic visual like appealing thing at the time. It's just like, oh my god, look at this, what she's wearing here, it's like so nice. Even when she died, look how she rocked this in her funeral and like all this shit, and I'm like, you're not wrong. Now I think about it, like, yeah, she did that. Like, that was really good character design. So,
and all of this hype right here and now is the exact reason why, while we're all pumped, I look at this list and legitimately the top 8 of these, I have watched the fucking beginning of them. All of these 8 right now below our faces, sequels or spin-offs.
below our faces.
Like every one of them. What did I say? Below my faces?
Well, shit. Yeah, I guess that is a sequel. I was like, wait,
What?
Persona 5's there. Well, yeah, it
Yes!
is a sequel.
It is a sequel.
I forgot.
But all of they just started. Well, I can't say shit because then there's random things that have numbers in them. But still, all of these are sequels of stuff that I have watched and or am a fan of.
Yeah.
I say that because High School DxD, while it had my
Oh,
attention
man.
for the first 2 seasons, I stopped because it just got too much.
That's a
And
Nick
Sword Art
show.
Online, again, it is, and it used to speak to me because it's like Catholics. I actually had a conversation with another guy about this, how it's like, it's weird because it's got like such a strong Catholic undertone to it, and it's so ecchi. It kind of like appeals to you because you're like, I remember going to like church school, and it's like, man, this is not at all like open-minded or anything, and then you're given that and you're like, wow, that's a nun, that's a priest, that's all sorts of shit. It's weird.
Yeah.
But I mean, Steins Gate, My Hero Academia, Tokyo Ghoul, Fooly Cooly, but and then Food Wars, High School Dixie we just said, and then Persona 5. All of these are sequels. All of them are good content. All of these really should be up here at the top. I don't really know what much more is on this list. I know there's a couple more sequels, but all of this is good shit. It's the stuff you should get hyped about. Get hyped!
Yeah. I agree with you. To
Better.
some extent. When it comes down to hype. Like levels of hype. But we'll get to why I feel that way. But first, I do want to talk about the thing that I know Mark most wants to talk about more than anything. Because he is a big fan of this series.
Sword Art Online Alternative?
Yes.
I hate you. I'm done. Like I'm not doing this anymore. We need a new podcast host. We need to replace this guy right now.
He's just tapping out.
Holy
Okay,
crap.
but for real, Steins Gate Zero is gonna be amazing. I haven't played the VN yet. Like, I think it came out recently.
Yeah, I have it.
I'm super excited for the show. Cause like if you like just read the synopsis real quick, it's literally what happens in one of the alternate timelines.
And is this canon?
Yes.
Because this is
It's
from
a
a game.
multiverse.
This is from a game that happened
It's
after.
a multiverse. It doesn't fucking matter. Everything's canon. It's great. It's just like Marvel. Everything's canon.
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah, like the visual novel is official. Like it's an official visual
I was
novel.
gonna
from
ask
the
because I know that
same
this
author.
was
Same writer,
adaptation
same
of the
writer.
game. So, yeah. What do you think of these character designs though?
I think he's a mad scientist.
You see, like this black tuxedo thing, and then like
Yeah.
Miyuti,
Well, I mean,
Miyuti has like this other thing.
It is a
going on.
little darker because like it does say it's from the timeline where they fail to save Kurisu.
Oh no.
Oh.
So
Oh.
Well, shit happens. Get a new
Yeah.
girl. Boom. No, please don't crucify me.
Is the one girl a girl?
What's that even mean?
I have no
Oh,
idea.
the trap. Oh.
Is the trap a trap?
Holy crap!
Or
I
is
was
the
like,
girl a girl?
you like threw me for such a loop. I was like,
I didn't
what
want.
are you talking about?
I didn't want to spoil that. Just in case someone wanted to watch it, because that whole moment where it's like, "What are you freaking out about, grope?" Huh? Something's missing. As if that made it acceptable in the first place. I think that was the greatest thing. Is like, even if it was a dude, that's not fucking acceptable.
Sorry if trap is offensive. It's just, yeah, I don't know.
So here's the thing. On that note, I don't think you should count that character as a trap.
Don't hate me, please.
That's not even applicable because it's different timelines.
So like when like the term itself, because of like any Twitter and like the r/anime and shit like that, like I'm always gonna think of that term with like that character from ReZero. And
Oh yes,
yeah, you know what I'm
Ferris.
talking about.
Felix or
Felix.
Ferris. Yeah, Felix.
whatever.
Yep,
It's
and
Ferris.
that one from Steins Gate. So it's like I
Yes.
don't go and say, "Oh, look at that trap."
Yeah.
You know, it's just weird. Like you wouldn't do that. But it's just
Yeah. So anyway,
maybe I
I
need
mean,
to be
that is
educated.
offensive.
There is
Maybe
a
I
myriad-
need to be educated.
yeah,
That's
there's
the
a
problem.
myriad of other
It-
characters.
If trap is offensive, what's the actual
Yeah,
correct term for
yeah.
that?
I'd like that.
That-
to know
that's
I
that.
have
true.
no idea.
I don't know any other terms.
We're
for that.
gonna have
I-
Lauren on just to like educate us. Like,
She's
she's
gonna
gonna
chime
take
in
a
and
ruler
just,
and
like,
just
yell
smack
at
the
us.
shit out of us.
Yeah. AX. That's where we're getting yelled at.
Yeah. So
Okay.
other than that, like, Steins looks interesting. Like, I'm super pumped about it. I'm happy it's not only like 12 episodes like we thought it was gonna be. It's actually gonna be like what 23? Yeah, 23 episodes confirmed.
Is it nice?
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Pretty
pretty pumped about that. And My
It's-
Hero is gonna be 25 episodes.
That's good. I know that was something we were talking about for a while. Was
I thought Mayuri's the.
It's not my.
Wait, no, no.
It's a different
Mayuri is the
character.
girl.
That's a
Yeah,
different
Mayuri
character.
is the.
Yeah, it's a different one.
Yeah.
It's fuck. What's
I can never remember.
So
his name.
you guys who are listening, will listen to
Yeah.
this later,
On
and
your
or
podcast.
just not watching it, whatever. Like we're talking to the chat, you know.
Yeah.
We're communicating.
We
you know?
engage with chat.
Yeah, we like these people.
Yeah,
so
we like
shame
these
on you
people.
for
And we
watching.
could like
and
you
mixing.
too. Yeah, you should show up, and we'd like you too.
All right.
So, you
Go.
know what else I like?
What's up?
Tokyo Ghoul.
Wait, you're just gonna skip My Hero? What the hell is this?
I thought we had gotten all the honestly. All right, so here's my thought process: My Hero Academia. That's all I need to say. That's it. You should be hyped enough.
It's got
Look
more
at
than
this
enough
shit.
of a hype train
It's
going for it.
fucking exactly. You don't need to hype it up more.
It
So-
is its own hype train.
So like,
It
and
is.
there's someone else in the chat, and I think they're also reading like I am, or like we're reading. They know that this arc that's coming up is like hype as shit, and the
Exactly.
arc after is even crazier. So it's just like, this season's gonna be nuts. And like, I remember reading about like the events that happened in this season, and like people on our anime were just like, dude, these like anime watchers have no clue what's about to happen, and like they're gonna lose their shit.
This is
the season.
some red.
This is the
wedding
season that shit
coming
happens.
up.
So,
This is some red wedding shit that's about to hit. And I can't wait for it.
maybe. Winky face. But yeah,
Yes.
so yeah, you're right. My
Keep
hero
showing up.
is my hero's already pumped. Like everyone should be hyped about it. Everyone should just watch it. Hopefully, we don't have another anime awards where it's just My Hero winning everything. But I think this season will also keep at the same level of quality and just good content.
There's just one
I
thing I want to
agree.
say about this poster, though. I like that they made it so it looks like
Deku's
Deku's
grabbing his face.
grabbing his
I know.
face.
I know.
I
I thought
think-
that too.
I think I mistakenly said yes to what Nick said. All right, I don't think anyone dies in My Hero. I don't think so. So, not to spoil anything. I just don't want you to think, like fucking Deku's gonna get shot in the face.
Oh, now I know no one's gonna die.
Yeah, right.
I don't
That's the
remember.
Kenny
People
just triggered
die.
the death
People
flag.
die, but they die
Yeah.
way later. And when
Yeah,
like
Kenny
someone
triggered the
dies,
death-
you're like, oh shit, this
I
shit
mean, everyone
gets real.
dies.
Yes, everyone does eventually.
All right, I'm gonna move on.
Done quick.
But yeah, so My Hero, nuts, and Tokyo Ghoul, I'm not as hyped. Do you know why?
So, because you read it already.
No. So the first season, solid, right? Until it felt rushed. Like the latter half of it, it just
Yes.
felt super rough with the whole Jason thing and how he was introduced. It just seemed really rushed. They wanted to get so much out in such a little bit of time, and it sucked. And then like the first episode of season 2 is like what should have been the finale of the season before. You know? So
I
like
watched season 2.
I know you watched that first episode because we thought
Do
the same
you
thing.
remember? Do you remember certain people who you said, "Why isn't this idiot dead?" Dying at the end. If that doesn't sound familiar, then no, you haven't seen it.
So overall, like Tokyo Ghoul, I like it, and I think Route A, being what it was, like it was okay, and I think like the soundtrack itself was like what really carried it.
Oh,
But I have high hopes that Tokyo Ghoul Re will be the reset it needs, and like if they decide they want to go straight manga source material with this, they can because of what Re is, but we'll just have to see. Still pumped. I
All I know
like
is,
Tokyo Ghoul.
Kaneki is a friggin' what do they call him? White dove.
Yeah, he's a dove now.
He's a dove now.
I
I'm
do-
curious about like I read up to that point actually, and then I stopped
Yeah.
because I was like, I don't know how this happened, and I want to watch it.
I
That was 3 fucking years ago.
And
I'm not
Did this
angry.
whole dove thing happen in Route A anime?
Dove? What do you mean?
Wait, what do you mean?
Like him becoming a dove?
Yeah.
Yes. So
Yeah, that's
Tokyo
the-
Ri is
yeah.
from the manga.
Yeah.
But the reason why it's like not is like the second season, it's called Route A because it's not like the actual path that the manga goes, I believe. So
Okay.
the
Do I need
manga's
to
there
watch
were
Root
differences.
A before watching this one?
No, you don't have to.
I think
You should,
It's,
but you don't
it's
have
still
to.
like a ride. Like there's
Yeah.
a lot of cool things out of it, but would I say like you absolutely need it? No.
You could watch. You could watch it, but you don't have to.
You can marathon it with friends.
Yeah. Almost like something we should do after this. I don't know. But that's fine.
Well, me and Lauren were talking about doing like watch along thing, like all of us watching anime
that'd be
together
fun.
and stuff. And I think that'd be tight.
That'd be
So
dope.
we should do that.
Was
Another
I
thing.
disappointed with the ending of season 2 of Tokyo Ghoul?
You should have been. Well, no, not disappointed, but
It was lackluster.
it was not amazing.
No. But
I'm gonna
it sets up
message
for
Nick
this.
just to avoid spoilers for anyone who's listening.
Okay.
It was. Yeah, I mean that's the truth of it. It wasn't an amazing ending. It was good, but
It
I did
wasn't-
not think it was amazing.
Wasn't amazing, no.
Yeah,
But
it was
I
good.
think this season can reclaim that last season if it's done right. So I'm gonna be hopeful. Fully Cooley, it's back. That's another show that Mark needs to catch up on because he never
Yep.
watched Fully Cooley season 1.
Wait, what?
Yes, he
It's
never
6
watched Fully Cooley.
episodes!
Yes,
Yep.
it's the same thing.
They're not even like full episodes. Aren't they only like 15 minutes?
I don't know.
Yes,
They're
they're
not-
full episodes. They're full episodes.
Oh, they're full episodes.
But
Okay.
it's only 6 episodes. It's only 6.
Where can I even watch it right now?
Funimation. No, YouTube actually. It's on YouTube, I believe.
That's funny.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah. I want to say
I
Crunchyroll had them.
Want to
too.
watch Fooly Cooley too. Like that's out of this top 8. I think Fooly Cooley is probably it because Fooly Cooley is like the
Oh, it's on
first
YouTube.
not per se mainstream anime I watched. It was like the weirdest. It was the first weird anime that
Yeah,
was
that's
show.
it. Introduced me to a niche kind
Yeah.
of anime that I've never seen before.
Yeah, which I think is just summed up as random. That was the first random anime I ever watched.
I also think it opened my eyes to like that style of animation that I wasn't prepared for. Like I was still riding the Dragon Ball Z train, Oni Kenshin, you know,
Yeah.
like some very simple, straight to the point anime. And then you see this kind of shit and you're like, "Whoa, this is wacky." You know, these characters just like their character models are all over the place and like all this
Yeah.
crazy stuff's happening. And just the weirdness that comes from like this adolescent boy and this like
Insane girl.
yeah. So and there's a lot of like subtle things about it that no one like picked up on when we watched it when we were kids. And then now if you like
Oh, yeah.
watch it, you're like, "Oh, it all makes sense." So that's why he had a guitar and she has a bass guitar because he's the main character. She's not. You know, it's just like little things. But it's just kind of cool. Fully Cooley, you should fucking watch it, Mark. And
yeah, I will.
we will
I
make
found it on
you.
YouTube. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
we
watch
will watch it.
We'll watch it with you.
Yes. That's
It's
the
been a while
plan.
since I rewatched it.
Yep. So, Sword Art Online.
Well, before you
alternate
move
playable-
on to Fully Cooley, from Fully Cooley, just remember everyone that's watching this, or you know, you two, this shit doesn't start until June 2nd, so you still got some time to wait.
Yeah.
But just know it's coming, and there is a new trailer now, I believe, that was posted for not just Fully Cooley Progressive, but the third part as well. I forgot the name of it, but yeah.
So, I didn't know they were doing the third part already. That's
Yes.
Yeah.
The
friggin'
third part
amazing.
is coming out at the end of summer in August. I'm like, what?
I'm so happy to hear that.
That's crazy.
In addition to the fact that I just now realized I haven't eaten dinner, that has sustained me a little bit.
What's food?
Yeah, what is food? Is this not food?
I also don't like the fact that you're still wearing the same shirt as me.
I see now. All right, so before this, during our pre-planning, I did switch shirts from from a different Loot Crate box shirt, and I was gonna switch out to the one that Mark is wearing right now, and then just when he mentions that, pull it off. But I don't know where it is in my closet.
See,
And I have that shirt that they're wearing, but I don't know where it is in my closet.
Yeah.
But I do like that Kenny made it symmetrical on the stream.
Yes. Yeah. That made my day.
That was excellent.
I try.
Props, Kenny.
I try. So, yeah. Now we talk about Sword Art, and I swear, no flame. Sword Art's a grand and wonderful anime.
I'm honestly actually looking forward to this.
Even
though I feel like they're just trying to piggyback off of the whole like battle royale craze that's going on right now.
Oh.
So here's the thing. I think that that's a perfect way to do it.
Yeah,
is because there's a battle royale craze going on right now between PUBG taking over the mediocre H1Z1, which took over from the great Arma Daisy, and then now Fortnite is taken over. I think it is a huge culture thing to be going into that, and that this is a great medium for it to follow with.
Yeah.
And I don't think this is going to be bad at all. I mean, I'm not. Contrary to the title of our podcast, I'm not super hyped for it, but I'm going to probably watch it.
Like
I'm hyped for it because I liked the Gun Gale Online game.
Yeah. I like
the game.
Every other season of SAO is down. I'm down for.
The only thing I didn't like about the Kirito part of Gun Gale was that they just focused on Shion's ass.
But Shion's ass is amazing.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, but
and
it
I made
was
my
like
character
it's like one of those things that you show once. You're like, oh, look at that ass, and then that's it. Like she has an ass now.
Once for an entire season, all the way through. Like that's only that.
Yeah, like that ass is fat, girl, thick with two C's.
It's thick with two C's, yes.
So I agree with Mark. Like I think that the concept itself for Gun Gale Online is great, and I'd like to see it fleshed out a little more. So cool. And to be honest with you, and it's weird, but I actually like how Kirito had like a lightsaber sword, as much as others probably won't. I thought that shit was kind of cool.
I thought that was funny because everyone was like, "Oh, look at this idiot! He went with like the light
He's
sword,
bringing a knife to a gunfight."
And he's like, "Fuck your bullets." What? That was like the funniest shit. I was like, "All right, that's kind of cool." Because I'll admit, if I saw someone do that in real life, if I fired an AR at someone and they just bounce on the bullets, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna walk away.
It's like, you asshole! Like these bullets are expensive, man.
I was like, pop, 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 pop. All right, well,
I just looted this body and got all this ammo, and you made me fucking waste it on you. You could just cut my bullets up.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that was like the greatest part because they had the whole like laser pointer, so you could see where the bullets were gonna go, and it's like, oh, that's kind of, like he's like, I didn't even need that. That's amazing.
One gripe I'm always gonna have with this series, I swear to God, is that one part in the movie where he's just like,
I haven't seen it. I still haven't seen it.
So in the movie, there's like a part where it's just like you know how it's like switching to AR,
it's all
reality.
AR. Yeah.
So like Kirito just keeps complaining about the weights.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man, I can't do everything I want to do here.
Yeah, this isn't a spoiler.
Like
but
that, that's all I'm gonna say about it. But that was really annoying.
Being like, he's like, oh, I'm slow. Okay, yeah, I'm slow in real life. Yeah, he's like, I'm a human with limitations. Like he constantly says that. He's like, I'm slow. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah,
that's the
dropping the weights.
Not even just the dropping the weights, but them fighting in like AR, it's like shit won't like hit. Like if I hit you with a sword, it's not going to do anything. Don't worry. Yeah, it's okay. We'll stop here. We'll stop there.
All right, we're done. We're done. So we threw peace signs to make sure everyone knew that we're not spoiling anymore. So apologies for that. We didn't even do a spoiler warning or anything. So that was my fault. Well, I apologize.
I mean, I did shout out. So.
Yeah. Mark did, but
that was my fault though. My bad.
Yeah, we're getting way too off track.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
We're
The hype
getting
train is
derailed.
strong. Like, we're talking about... God damn it, Kenny. We're talking about how amazingly focused we are on some things, and we'll just talk about it. Like, any of these shows, that goes to show how amazing the season is instead of us saying, yeah, that's garbage, that's garbage, we're still on
We
the
haven't got
first
to the garbage yet. That's
eight.
why.
We
We're-
haven't gotten to the
We're
garbage yet.
sorted in
And there's
popularity.
garbage I want to talk about. Because I'm
Alright.
gonna watch it.
All right,
I'm gonna enjoy
Putan.
it.
All right, so Food Wars.
Food Wars. I don't. It's a second core of last season. Actually, it's not that.
So
I'm
why
not
is it
caught up.
here? Shouldn't it be in leftovers?
They're counting it as a separate
Oh,
thing.
I
don't
know why. It's because
But
it was
they-
like there was a break between it.
Yeah, that was a 1 season break.
Oh, yeah, because they didn't have it this season. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Okay, so we don't care about Food Wars. Cool.
Yeah, we talked about
I
that.
still
earlier.
haven't
It's
caught
still
up
good.
with it.
I'm not caught up either, but I'm gonna watch it later when I
Yeah.
have food.
I'm like
'Cause
tempted
if I
to
watch
read.
that show,
I like
Mm.
binging that show more than watching it
yes, agreed.
per episode.
Because
but-
I'll eat, and I'll watch it, and I won't feel like I want to go out and eat now.
So when you binge it, do you come
It's
with
like when I binge
food,
eat, you know?
or do you want to like get hungry? Like do
No,
you
I
watch
wanna
it
eat.
to get there.
Both.
Because I will go out and I will like drop $45 on food watching that show. I'll be like, I want some goddamn beef Wellington. Okay, sir, that's 30. No, I don't want just any beef Wellington. I want you to prepare it with like these $45 potatoes and make it fried in the fat of animals that haven't existed on this planet in the past 2 decades. Like shit that's extinct. Fried in
Also
that
fried
oil.
in gasoline.
Yeah, fried in gasoline. Like just yeah, America is fuck right there. Yeehaw. Like just give me all sorts of crazy stupid shit. Like that is what that show does to me. Is it makes me go out and either buy a bunch of food from Publix and then cook something insane. That whole potato beef Wellington thing, I recreated that. It cost me almost $70 from Publix. And it wasn't even that good. It was delicious, but it wasn't like, that was a good $70 and like 3 hours of my time I just wasted. It was nuts.
Fun fact.
I looked at that as that was me wasting 2 weeks of food budget on one goddamn meal.
Would you say it was
Yeah,
worth
Publix
it?
sub. Absolutely not, but it was delicious.
So you wouldn't go back and do it again?
I probably would again. Yeah, I want to go to
All
next
right.
door and go to get a Publix sub. BRB guys.
So I do want to say, the last time I was in DC, I went there for Otakon, and there was a ramen place we went to, and inside of that place, I'm pretty sure I talked about it before, but there was like the whole bar area inside of the actual tabletop. There was manga inside of the glass, not just any manga, Food Wars. So it's just all Food Wars panels. And then I was just like, dude, this is so dope. And I was talking to one of the people at the bar, and he's just like, yeah, dude, it's my idea. Like, we were just talking about how, like, we want to incorporate, like, this kind of thing. And I was like, dude, there's an anime called Food Wars. It's perfect. And then when they were trying to figure out what they want to put on the walls, they got fucking Attack on Titan on the walls. And it's just like, holy shit. Like, it was perfect. I was like, I love this place. I'm going to go there again back in DC. I forgot the name of it, but when I do remember it, I will give it to anyone that needs it.
There we go.
Yeah.
I need it.
You need
If
it?
you want that location, you could Google it, but instead you should subscribe and then DM Blackatron over here on Twitter.
I don't dab anymore. I dab on you. Like, I subscribe, but, you know, I retired from dabbing, so.
Thank God.
I'm going to dab so hard on you when you come up for Anime Boston. It's going to walk up.
I won't even be sad about that. I haven't seen you in like years now at this point.
Yeah.
Way too long.
So you want to talk about your stupid ass show, High School DxD?
High School DxD. I haven't seen season 3. I stopped after season 2. It's
I've been
good.
watching.
It's lots of boobies, and it's funny because I can't wait to see how powerful this guy is now. Because his if you notice his hand, it's pretty armored and muscular and red. It's not from fapping. It's because he's got like a demon arm. And basically, every time he activates it, I think it like eats his soul or something like that. It's something stupid, but it doubles his strength, and it's exponential. So like he does it like 5 times, and he's like 1,000 times stronger. So it's actually it's really cool power dynamic. It's different from like normal shonen stuff, but
Stupid.
it kind of does. Yeah, it is kind of stupid. It does kind of show its age, as this came out like 10 years ago almost. It came out a while. It came out when we were still in undergrad. But the animation art is beautiful because it's ecchi, and everyone knows ecchi stuff gets like all the money because ecchi sells. But it's still good. It's not bad, and I'll probably still watch it. But out of these top 8, it's probably the lowest on my list.
Okay.
Persona 5, however, I don't know if I'll watch until I go out and get my ass.
If you don't get a PS4, just fucking watch it. Seriously. But I do say get the PS4, because then I'll have someone to play Monster Hunter fresh with.
Yes.
Everyone else is already so far ahead.
Dude, I can take off my clothes and play Monster Hunter Fresh with you.
All right. BAYOG Monster Hunters. BAYOG Monster Hunters.
We should do that. If I don't
need to get it.
Tablet, I will. I want to, but also on the same note, I want to kind of get a house. So I'm like, I shouldn't buy these things.
Can't talk about that right now. That's
I know.
Secrets.
Anyway,
Persona
Persona 5, you've got.
You're not gonna talk about Persona 5? All right, look.
I don't want to.
Now.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
You talk about it. I'm gonna take this off. Give me peace sign when it's good to come back, because I don't want to think about it, because I've watched.
Oh no, I'm not gonna spoil it.
Talk to me. No. I want it so bad. I've wanted it so
it's
bad.
Like drugs.
Months. It is like drugs. I don't need any more incentive to buy a PlayStation 4 and 3 games.
All right. Take off your headset.
So you discuss.
Yep.
Wait, what's your third game?
This is good, because now we're gonna act like we're talking about Persona right now. So thanks for saying Persona, but we're not. It's gonna be really funny.
I still need to play that game.
How about this? We just go through the list and like not say anything, and then just call them back at the end of it.
The next show, was it Legend of Galactic Heroes? Is that what it was?
So Persona 5 is a very good video game, and I'm not fully through it yet, so I can't watch the show. But goddamn, like if you are not gonna invest in getting the game, this is the next best thing. Like the animation,
I might watch it because I don't really have the time to invest into the game.
It's a very long game. Like everyone I've talked to, they always do like 120 hours plus. Yeah. And then they do New Game Plus.
And invest another 120 plus hours into it.
So it's not really for anyone that doesn't have the time to do it. The thing is, I get sucked in sometimes. Like if I take a break for a while, I'll be like, oh, one day I'll play the game again. And then I finally do pick it up 20 hours later. Oh, fuck. I need to stop playing this game. Like, I can't do anything else with my life. So,
I was at Korean Barbecue once with Nick, Shay, and Danny, and Shay and Danny would just not shut up about it. Like, that was all they would talk about.
Yeah, it's a good game. So, just wanted to say, if you haven't looked into the game at all, totally watch this. One of the best soundtracks I've seen in games in a while. I still think that the battle theme is one of my favorite battle themes I've seen in a long time. So, yeah, Persona 5, the animation. Watch that shit. Say one pictures, too. You can't really go wrong. It's going to be super polished. All right, come back. I don't know what we're doing with peace sign, thumb. Get back in here. Get back in here. He tried to, put someone else there to act like he was still there. Come on, dude. Holy shit.
Hi, Mark.
Oh, my God.
I was going to go get chips. I'll admit that. I was like, I'm kind of hungry. I think I'll get some potatoes and some chips.
Okay.
I actually did that one time, I think, for a stream where I just genuinely put this poster in front of the camera and just walked away and got food.
You did once. I remember that.
We were.
Mark was the one that called me out on that.
We were. What I was joking around with Mark about was saying, "Hey, let's not even talk about Persona, and let's just move on to the list, and just keep going." And then end the podcast. It's like, "Hey, dude, we talked about Persona for the rest of the podcast. It was fun."
That was like the 45 minutes in between.
I think that'd be fun.
That would have made me sad.
So yeah, what else is on this list on our agenda?
Ginga Iliu Densetsu Die Nue Theise
Or
Kaikao.
in English, Legend of the Galactic Heroes.
Is
That sounds like some fucking Starship Yamato.
It reminds me of DS Ire, whatever that shit was called.
No.
No, I mean the
you
art,
don't
the
mention
cover
that.
art.
Don't say that.
does.
Don't fucking say that. Don't. Y'all didn't watch that?
Is this a
DS
remake or
Ire?
What?
is this one a remake? Or is it...
I don't know,
It
but it's
looks
from
like it
Production
might-
Because
IG.
I know that title from before.
I don't know, maybe, but DS Ire. I don't think we discussed it much, but that was worse than Big Order.
Damn.
That's
saying a lot.
Like,
Big Order was the worst anime I've ever seen.
yeah, no, it was worse. It was worse. It got Karandi and I to quit.
Oh, she doesn't quit.
I don't know.
anything.
I don't know anything that has made Karandi and I quit. One or the other, maybe, but never both. Like, let's just leave it at that. Like that, I don't know how.
I'll be honest
It's,
with you guys.
awful.
Nick is he has this thing, his personality, and like he's pretty fucked up there, man. So he can kind of take anything you throw at him. But
I've been through and seen some
DS
shit.
Ire is like a piece of shit. I knew it was a piece of shit episode 2, so I quit as soon as I got there. But you, I'm proud of you for sticking to it. But like, fuck, that's terrible.
It was.
So it is a novel series, a science fiction novel series, which I know is very notable because there are some people who talk about it a lot and have recommended it to me. And it's also been several anime films from back in 1988.
It has that 80s art style.
Yeah. And I think this is... God, why is Wikipedia so terrible?
I don't know. You know why? Because you're not Loha. It's like you aren't the fact checker. What the fuck are you doing? Get out of here.
You ain't
We
got
don't
the
like
facts,
your
Jack.
kind. There you go.
Yeah, so
Welcome
I don't.
back.
I
No
think
more, no
if
more.
this shit is good, I'll probably watch it. Mostly because it's Production IG.
Yeah.
That's my shit. And when was the last time we had a sci-fi anime? A good one.
Last season.
A good
This
one?
season?
This season.
Are we talking
Yeah.
about Darling?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. I whenever I think mech, I just think it's like in its own category. You know what I mean?
Oh, you don't count mecha sci-fi?
It is.
It's a
It is.
subgenre of
But it's a
sci-fi.
No,
subgenre,
yeah, it is a subgenre. All right, Full Metal Panic.
I'm
Heard
so
of. I know this
happy.
is a sequel, but I've never watched it.
I thought we were gonna have a slice of life debate again, and I was not ready for it. I was like, I swear to God, if you guys like started some shit, like I would not be able to respond. I'd be like, all right, I lost. Have fun, guys. You guys can fucking say whatever you want. Yeah. So, Full Metal Panic. What the fuck is that? Like, I know the name. What is it?
I don't know. I've never.
It's a classic. It's been around for a while, but honestly, I haven't watched it. I haven't read it. I haven't followed. It's just, I know.
I know of it. That's it.
I
That's my
know.
knowledge.
We're getting scolded for not knowing. This is another show we need to binge together. Apparently,
Yeah.
Is it good?
There's something.
That's the question.
I've heard it's good. I've heard good things, but I've never had someone like what Lauren, I guess, is about to do and grab me by the collar, shake me, and say, "Watch this shit now."
Oh, it's not good. Okay, good.
Is it
Moving
not?
on.
Oh, okay.
So why do I
Never mind.
care that I don't know this? So fine, move on.
Otaku ni koi wa muzukashi.
It's a rom-com.
Yep.
This one's a
and
rom-com.
I read
I'm gonna watch it.
That's a
read
Mark.
some of
Yeah,
this.
that's Mark shows.
I read some of this and it's pretty fucking interesting. I can see Mark loving it. It seemed like a good
The story
series.
centers on the awkward romantic comedy between Narumi, a female office worker who hides her Fujoshi lifestyle. and Hirotaka, a handsome and capable company man who is secretly a game otaku.
So this is the prequel to what's it called? Not No Game No Life. What the fuck's wrong
I
with my
swear to
brain
God,
right
if
now?
you're gonna say this,
This is the prequel to
he's gonna say
RPG Junkie. MMO Junkie.
RPG
recovery,
Junkie,
recovery
guys.
of MMO Junkie.
RPG Junkie.
Shut up! Thank you, Lauren.
Nick, you're fired.
Listen,
RPG Junkie.
Let me drink my beer. So
See,
I
I
don't
didn't
have-
want to say it for you. I knew it was MMO
Thank
Junkie,
you.
but
Thank
I
you.
wanted you to squirm, and I am happy I did. That was so funny.
I'm not
RPG
gonna lie.
Junkie.
I've had a long week. A lot of things that aren't my problem have become my problem magically / through the grace of God, and alcohol and this podcast are one of the only things keeping me sane right now. So I'm gonna
I
drink
thought it was
this
our
and just
friendship.
shut up. That too, but I'm gonna drink this and shut up.
I think he's lying. But yeah, it's gonna be through A1 Pictures, so it's gonna be nice and polished once again. And like I said before, like the manga's pretty good. I've seen a ridiculous level of popularity on this show, the manga, when I was in Japan. So like, me personally, I feel like this is gonna go well. I'm surprised it's. Never mind. I'm not surprised. I was gonna say, why is this so low? But at the same time,
That's not low.
yeah, it's not low at all, and the things that are above it are reasonably above it, so I can't complain. So yeah, that's how I feel about that. Nick's dead.
He's reacting to the clip that Dylan posted in chat.
I apologize.
I'm watching this. I'm gonna go back and watch this.
One of our watchers on the stream just posted a very fucking amazing clip. And as someone who does MMA, if that were to happen to me, I would fucking kill that person. I would be so absolutely livid. Oh my god, I'm sorry.
So, for those that are they're also watching the podcast through Twitch, there's a link that you can click if you want.
Yes.
At your own,
Nick, keep watching it.
Yeah, it seems like a terrible time. So I'm gonna go back to this. What the fuck is this show?
Which one?
Sarado Subito wa Ryu Odoro.
Yeah.
The story revolves around. All right, I need to pull this up because trying to watch this on the stream is not working. The equations that govern the quantum constant n of action change the laws of physics at the local scale, give birth to TNT, explosives, and poison gas, and cause incredible physical phenomena such as plasma and nuclear fission. Two Jushikishi spell equationists who use Jushiki in battle are Gaius, who deal with bad luck with tact and the beautiful but cruel sword something. So that sounds weird as shit. It sounds like it's, pseudo sci-fi action. I don't know if I'm going to watch that unless someone really sells it off to me. And honestly, it just, thank you, Tilla. And honestly, that seems like the kind of thing that I would talk about more with my boss at work, because he likes to discuss things like how I is an imaginary number utilized to represent fictional constructs such as negative. So if you have 6 apples and you take away 7, you can't have -1 apples in real life, but in a mathematical equation and theoretically you can have -1.
Why are you talking about apples?
Because calculus.
Nick, it's called debt.
But that's the thing. Debt is a construct that humanity has constructed. There's no such thing as debt in real life. Yes, we are. But I'm good because, again, this podcast and alcohol keep me sane.
Yep.
But speaking of that show, on any list or any chart, you can mark things like green, yellow, or red.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
This was apparently marked red for me already, so I feel like I'm not gonna watch it.
You probably just saw this.
I
and was
don't
like,
know why
nope.
it's red already. It's like the only one in this entire list that's red.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Not about that one.
I might have watched a preview or something.
Devil's Line. That is a series that I constantly see at Barnes & Nobles. I always see the cover of it, and I'm like, what is this? And I look at it and I'm like, it's not for me. Immediately. It's not for me. I'm never going to read this.
Now that I got it up, let's read through the synopsis. Tsukasa,
It's
a college
vampires.
student, is rescued from an attack by a devil. Oh, never mind. One of many vampires that can among the population. No, I don't want to read it. Let's
Yep,
continue.
it's vampires. I don't care. Moving on.
I'll probably read it, but I don't want to continue because
The only good vampire was the girl from that one fucking show.
Is this a zombie?
Huh?
Is this a zombie?
No, the
Dance of the Vampire Bund?
the demi.
Oh yeah, Hikari. Hikari is legitimately the best vampire.
Literally best vampire.
I still love that
Nobles
gift.
still sells manga. Barnes and Nobles has a whole fucking.
Yeah, they do.
They are on a next
podcast.
level of manga now, and they even
They
sell
got
Gundam.
aisles.
It was like one shelf. Now it's like 30
They got
shelves.
miles.
Yeah.
We talked about this last week, I think, or in a pre or post podcast conversation. I don't remembe anymore.
Yeah,
My
like,
last blur.
Barnes and Nobles even sells Gundams. Like that's kind of weird to me. Like
Didn't know that.
yeah, I've seen it a few times. I actually go there on Mondays with my friends. We go to get food and then we go to Barnes and Nobles. And sometimes they have Manga Mondays or buy two get one freeze. So Barnes and Noble is the word. Where do you want to go for manga when you don't feel like having shit from Amazon for some odd reason?
Yeah, Columbus needs to step it up, or you could just move back to Providence because people do that. All right.
Yeah.
Golden Kamoy. That sounds legitimately like something in Tagalog.
Yeah, I'm not about this.
Like Mark, does it not? Let's see. In the early 20th century, Russo-Japanese war veteran Saichi Immortal Sugimoto scratches out a meager existence during the post-war gold rush in the wilderness of Hokkaido. When he stumbles upon a map to a fortune in hidden Ainu gold, he sets off on a treacherous quest to find it. But Sugimoto is not the only interested party, and everyone who knows about the gold will kill to possess it. Faced with the harsh conditions of the northern wilderness, ruthless criminals, and rogue Japanese soldiers, Sugimoto will need all his skills and luck, and the help of an Ainu girl named Aspera to survive. That sounds goddamn awful because it sounds like essentially some guy in Alaska fucking trying to find gold. All right, let's see what the next one
I
is.
can't tell if it sounds bad because of your description or it's just bad.
The description is exactly what they have there, so
yeah, but you're the way you said it.
My narrative voice. Well, fuck you.
It sounds like historical fiction, so I know there's some people who like that genre.
I don't know. Next one is a Mark show.
Maho Shoujo. I'm watching it because I read some of the manga. Loha actually.
Of course you fucking did.
Some of the manga. It was me and Loha who read it.
Maha Shoujo's site.
Yeah.
Don't you have a fun fact about this one?
Yeah. The fun fact is that they casted fuck, what's her name? Kizuna Ai, the virtual YouTuber.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, this is that one. Yeah.
Yeah. She's cast in a role in this show.
That's
I don't know for what, but it's interesting.
Yeah.
Because of course they did.
Me and Mark were talking about it. We were like, so how does that work? Like, how do you reach out to said YouTuber? Like what? Like,
did they reach out to them?
The creator?
Did they have an audition for it?
Yeah, like I don't know.
Did the creator make the AI to audition for the role?
I feel like there should be air quotes involved in this, and I don't feel comfortable coming up with points to which you should air quote this. So I'm just gonna nod.
Yeah, another YouTuber I watched, the Anime Man. He actually was recently on Pop Team Epic like 2 weeks ago, and that's like super cool to just see like YouTubers getting anime roles.
I would love to be on Pop Team Epic. That would be fucking amazing.
It'd be epic.
And before we get an email tomorrow asking for Nick to be in Pop Team Epic.
Oh,
if only.
God, that would be amazing.
Black and Yellow Otaku Gamers at yahoo.com.
Yep.
Kidding.
Totally
Gmail,
not
actually.
our email.
It's Gmail,
Totally
right?
not our email.
Wait,
yeah,
it is Gmail. All right,
is
Black and Yellow Otaku Gamers at gmail.com. I don't want to say Yahoo.
What the fuck is he saying?
Yahoo Mail just closed.
You made this.
Yahoo's still alive.
That site. Yahoo is still alive because I use Yahoo.
Yeah, same.
Anyway, Caligula.
AIM is dead.
AIM is dead. Caligula. The Caligula effect is set in a virtual reality program known as Mobius.
Isn't
Created so
Caligula
people
from Get Out? Oh wait,
Caligula
no,
is
that's
a lot of things.
Caligula.
Isn't Caligula from
Caligula is the
Soul Calibur?
what I don't know about Soul Calibur. Caligula is the Roman emperor associated most commonly with hedonism. So the dude would just like, oh hey, here's some tax money. Let's have an orgy. Anyway, Mobius, created so people can escape pain in their lives and live in an idyllic high school setting.
I'm out.
Why would you
I'm
do
out.
that? Anyway, forced to live out their
I'm out.
3 years indefinitely. So you have to relive high school over and over again?
I'm out.
See,
So
Real Life is
that-
the anime you want to watch, not this.
That sounds fucking awful. That sounds like you took the shittiest parts of real life
hold
and the
on,
shittiest
hold on.
parts of
Keep
Angel
reading.
Beats.
Keep reading.
Okay. No, I was reading. So the main protagonist is one of a group who realize that they are in a virtual world and form the Go Home Club, a group dedicated to escaping from Mobius. And my thing isn't scrolling down. And its godlike overseer program, a vocal program called You. They oppose the Ostinato Musicians, a group who supports You and sees the Go Home Club as traitors. So this genuinely sounds like they took the shittiest part of Angel Beats and the shittiest part of Real Life and then shit on it.
And the Matrix.
Oh yeah, and the Matrix. And scary Konami game. Psychiatric ward in the mind. Mobius is the secret organization. That's why it came up to my mind.
I don't know what you're
Don't tell
talking
me. It's the show that it's the game that
Outlast.
no, it's the game that Markiplier got really famous playing. And they just did a
I thought it was
sequel.
Outlast.
Getting over
Or
it.
Five Nights?
No. It was a mainstream game, a horror game. It was a lot like Resident Evil. No, it's
Fatal.
a mindfuck you. You're stuck in a Matrix construct. The sequel just came out like last year.
Enter the Matrix.
No, god damn it, Mark.
I don't want to play this guessing game. Can we move on?
It's a comedy game. No, I want to. It's like fuck. It's not a comedy game. It's a horror
fact
game.
check yourself. Damn it.
Was it Konami? I don't know if it's Konami. It might not have been Konami.
Well, you figure that out. Let's move on to the next show.
Yep. I'll be honest with you.
We can
That's
probably
it.
skip some of these.
That's it for me. None of this is worth looking at. Except, believe
Three
it or
rows
not,
down for me is my next one
this one?
from
Evil Within. That
Oh.
shit.
uh
Jesus Christ. My
Mahou Shoujo
brain.
Ore,
Where?
next to Megalobox.
This one. Alright, what's this one about?
It's a story about
No.
a 15-year-old girl who is a newbie idol in love with her best friend's brother, who is also a popular idol. But she runs into a scary Yakuza guy and finds out that her mother was an ex-magical girl, and the Yakuza was her mascot.
No.
Her love interest gets kidnapped by demons that look like burly men with cute squirrel heads. So she contacts the Yakuza to become a magical girl, which in
Mark. I know.
which in this story means she turns into a handsome guy in a magical girl outfit. On top of that, her love interest shows an attraction toward her magical guy form. Her friend turns out to be in love with her and also becomes a magical cross-dressing guy to save her life.
I'm so
Plus, her
mad at
manager,
myself
who is a
because I
magical
probably will
goody.
watch that.
Then decides to turn them into an idol unit.
It's legitimately Magical Girl Idol reverse Ranma 1 and 1/2, 11 and 1/2, 1 and 1/2, whatever. Ranma.
Oh my god,
That-
what was that?
Inverted. I don't remember what it's called, but
Yeah, Kenny, I read that description once, and I was sold.
yeah,
Yeah.
You talked about it before.
Yeah, I
let
might
me-
watch that one.
They have a Professor Layton anime coming out, I guess. They have another prequel to Fist of the North Star coming out, which I'll probably watch, but I don't know.
Oh, I might actually watch
Um,
Megalobox too, just because boxing.
Dude, look at that.
Yeah,
art.
Megalobox sounds and looks kind of cool. I
Like,
don't
the
know.
art's
if it's-
cool.
Yeah.
It's another sports anime, which I'm cool about. And I don't know, like for me, I think I've missed a lot of waves where boxing anime was cool. Maybe I can hop on this one, you know?
Wasn't there only one?
No, it was like two, I
Ippo?
think. Ippo and something else. But
Yeah,
Ippo was definitely the king.
Yeah.
Yeah, from continuations, I'm looking through it. Darling in the Franxx, obviously. Katana Maidens, I know Mark and I are going to pick up again.
Yeah.
Shorts, none of those shorts look. Oh, nobody! Oh my God! Nobunaga no Shinobi is coming back, so I'm going to enjoy that with Christian. Because that's just an adorable goddamn show. Movies. I'm Detective Conan
Ninja
movie.
Batman.
I'm ignoring that. But there's a Detective Conan movie.
Yeah, I'm always hyped for Detective Conan, but I am very behind in the movies, so one day I will catch up on those.
Okay.
I'm only 100 and something episodes away from being caught up.
You know what we're gonna do? We go to thank you, Tilla, for it's Ranma 1/2. What we're gonna do for that movie, because that's in 22 days, is we're gonna go up to our West Coast folk, and we're gonna all watch that shit.
Hey, Kenny.
Yep.
Ninja Batman is CGI.
Yeah.
It is CGI.
I'm not touching it.
I've seen the trailer. I don't want to watch it. I don't.
I'd rather kill myself.
Yes. Yay, Lauren's down.
I remember they did have the trailer a while ago.
That's one of our 3 West Coast folk. Speak up if you are out in California and you want to watch a movie with.
Yeah, we hanging out. Just
Yeah.
to let you guys know, Junji Ito, if you are watching that series, they are doing an OVA for Tomie, and it's going to be 2 episodes, and that's cool. Hopefully it is awesome, high-level quality since it's going with the Blu-ray. Because, there were some dips in quality with that show. Overall, I liked it, but a lot of
Overall,
people hated it.
you could tell the ones that they cut the quality on, because I haven't watched it lately. I've only been reading and watching GIFs, and you can tell the quality drops. But they also do the quality drops so they can really go all out in certain episodes.
Yeah, I agree. One thing I wanted to ask, and this might be offensive to you, but is this Fist of the North Star?
That is Fist of the North Star. It's a prequel.
Not offensive. Okay. Cool.
No, it's not offensive. No. So if you asked that for JoJo's, I would be. But no, that's Fist of the North Star.
Yeah, because I was like, that looks like Fist of the North Star, and I just wasn't sure, so I thought I'd ask. Okay, cool.
I touched on that quickly, where I said I might watch that.
Yeah. My last.
The only thing that's it. No, that's all. That's all.
My last thing on this list would probably be Lupin the Third Part 5. I used to watch Lupin the Third back when Detective Conan was airing too. Those were the two.
Back in high school, yeah.
Yeah, I loved Lupin the Third. It was a fun anime, but I once again fell off the fucking bandwagon, never looked back. But this season looks very interesting. Just from watching the trailer, I am super into it. And then they also have a new character that's a hacker girl, and she's voiced by Inori Minase, the voice of Rem. So I'm super pumped about it. So I don't know, it just looks super interesting. So I'm debating on just not even trying to catch up and just watching from this part,
going all out,
seeing how I feel about it. But yeah, that's all I got. Another fucking isekai show. All right, I'm just gonna shut up.
Let's leave it from there, everybody.
Yeah, dude, this is a long one, anyways. Well, not
yeah,
long,
we actually had a
minutes
decent
over.
amount of turnout. Yeah, no, I mean we started late anyway. You guys who actually stuck through from the beginning to end, and especially those of you who are awesome and talked in the chat, y'all the real MVP. You guys are the ones that make it so that
Wakanda
we can
forever.
show up here. Did we sync it better that time?
No, not at all.
I mean, it could.
But I do want to say
Oh, there
thank
we go.
you, just like Nick said, to all the people that tuned in on the Twitch, in the Twitch chat. It's super cool to hang out and chill with you guys. One day we'll incorporate it with our stream, but it's kind of hard to gauge when it's right. Sometimes the Twitch chat's super live and sometimes it's not. That's just how it is. But for anyone that wants to watch us and they can't make these Twitch streams, on Friday we usually have it on YouTube, Google Play, iTunes, SoundCloud, and all the other
Yes.
shit. So makes it much easier for you to catch up or just, even listen to it in the car, whatever works for you. And I don't know, me and Nick will actually be in Anime Boston next week. Pretty awesome.
Yes.
So if you see us, come hang out. Pretty cool guys, I'd say. Nick's kind of weird sometimes, but
Sometimes.
Never mind that.
sometimes.
All right. If you come out and you meet us, then I'll buy you lunch if you say you watch our podcast.
Buy you lunch and a drink.
Yeah, and a drink. Like you could drink with us on our tab for one drink and one meal.
Pull up, drank. All right. So
Yes.
thank you so much for tuning in once again, and you're all wonderful people. Have a wonderful evening, and later.
Later.